Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to an ATS video. I am Full Tilt Gaming, FTG for short, and literally this is probably one of the bigger videos that I'm the most excited to do. If you're looking at Promods ATS, yes, that's right. We are there at Promods on their blog, and I got a tip from a guy a couple days ago, and I have just been so swamped I have not been able to do this. So I'm finally sitting down enough to do this, and he sent me a message and stuff. Was like, hey, dude, I can't really tell you exactly when, but this is fixing to drop. You might want to get ready, get you a video done, because I love your stuff. I love what you're doing. And I was like, really, man? I was like, that's awesome. I said, I can't believe they're doing this. And you're like, what are you talking about, FTG? It's a little bit, man, it's just nothing special. Okay, it's a map, yada, yada, yada. We see some of your maps, and they're like, they're not all that great. They're okay. This one's going to be good. Promods was the biggest map, we'll say one of the bigger map, I don't want to say company, but a collection of creators and map creators and coders and stuff that got together for ETS2. They're totally unaffiliated with SES, but they do amazing map work. Their ETS map goes as far west as Iceland, goes all the way through the UK, through Scotland, does the full entire United Kingdom, goes up all the way, of course, Norway, adds a slew of stuff in Norway, goes as far up into almost the North Pole, as well as goes as far east as Russia, comes all the way down through Poland, all of that. And now they're going to be into Greece. They got Italy DLC just dropped, and then now, if you go even further, they'll go all the way into Barcelona, Spain, and a few cities down there on that end. But their stuff is so complex, so complicated. The cities look lively. They've got moving cranes, a lot of animated stuff, animated people walking around in the shops, and it's really for those guys that like to actually drive through the cities, it's actually a dream to play on the Promods map for ETS2. So if you're a fan of ETS2, even if you like ATS, it's definitely one of those things where you know what I'm talking about if you've ever driven on the maps. So let me get into it. Promods ATS Canada is going to bring in a whole new slew of stuff that's going to attach itself to the Washington DLC. So you probably are not going to be able to play Promods unless you have the Washington DLC. It is going to be a requirement. There's a lot of this stuff because of the way they draw their connector roads and their connections. They're going to have to need that. Same way as if you do an ETS, you need to have 3 or 4 of the DLCs for it to actually properly draw, because they use their map and connect their map to the DLC areas so that guys like myself that do pick up all the DLCs can run with the whole thing. So as you can see, Vancouver, British Columbia is going to be added in. So this could be the first one. So I'm going to let this video play through here as we do some more discussions here on this. So you can see even in the beginning here, there's a few throwbacks to some of the stuff that they're using out of Oregon, like the home store, the home goods store, that kind of thing, basically the Home Depot. So you can see some of these shots and stuff are beautiful. They got beautiful rolling hill landscapes. You can see this one here, beautiful lakes. Kind of, they got that forestry look. So Promods Canada is going to attach itself to that. And you might say, and I'm going to go ahead and probably do away with some of the, let's just call it some of the questions that probably some people are going to have as it relates to what all are they going to be adding on, or they're probably going to do this. Oh, I hope they do Texas, or I bet they'll do Wyoming. Don't really look for them to do that on this, because I think what they're going to do is let SES take the lead, and then they're going to attach their map and attach things to it. So the fact that they're doing Promods Canada probably tells me, at least where they're starting, that they're going to continue to go east. Now, whether or not they do some enhancement stuff to the map that's already in SES, I don't really know. That's not something that they've not really touched on much. But just from where they're at now, that leads themselves, I would love to see them go up into Alaska and do a jam up Alaska map. So take this and then take it northwest. That would be absolutely awesome. Supermods, if you're listening, you know, that would just be my thing. So anyway, you can see going over to Vancouver from Washington, Hope, Merritt, Kamloops, Vernon, Kelowna, and then Penticton. I don't even know how you say that. Anyway, that one, he's got 2 connector roads, more than likely. So at least an east, a northeast, and a northwest connection into Vancouver, and then one on the east side that's going to lead you into the Promods Canada. So anyway, so we can look through some of these things here. Let me see if I can. I don't know if it's going to let me pick. I guess we can go back. Can we go back? Yeah, we can go back. All right. So we'll look through some of these. Now, you'll see and notice this. If you've done the ETS, you'll see some of these things are kind of reminiscent of the same models. So it could be that they'll be able to use some of their resources on the ATS side as well. Beautiful cities. And like I said, this is not like an attachment of the SCS stuff. This is complete, like, this is it. This is, the whole map is all them. So it's absolutely gorgeous stuff. And then you see service trucks over here. It's kind of like this old gravel lot. Beautiful landscapes, mountains in the background. We just looked at that one. These roads, I'm excited because I've seen some of the stuff that they've done, especially in the Scandinavian DLC, and especially some of the stuff they've done up in the upper Amsterdam areas in Denmark. It's absolutely gorgeous on the ETS2 side. I can't say enough about it. I mean, I've been a big fan of Promods ever since they dropped on the ETS and I got into trucking, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So you can see this got the road barriers all on one side. Attention to detail is 100 to the max. So anyway, this is going to be pretty much on this. I wanted to kind of throw out a special like FTG announcement and like a wave the flag of like, hey, y'all look over here, because this right here is going to be something to keep your eyes on. I am going to put you a link here in the bottom of the description, so that way you guys can check out and see what is going to be some of the development plans. So we'll try to keep some updates, especially on this, as well as we roll some updates here with Washington DLC 135. We'll continue to keep you guys apprised of what's going on with those DLCs and trailers and all of that stuff as they drop. But I thought this was going to be one of those like, oh my God, they really weren't kidding when they said the April Fools. So this is totally not an April Fool's joke. We all looked at that video and was like, oh man, there's no way Promods is coming over here to do anything with ATS, and all it was just a big old fat joke. Turns out it was totally legit and they got everybody. So double thumbs up to Promods for pulling the wool on everybody's eyes over here on the ATS world. So I guess we were all literally asleep at the wheel. You gotta admit that was okay. That was pretty good. So anyway, so there you even see right here that quite some doubted its legitimacy, but actually it is going to be a thing. So anyway, one last look at the map there. It's going to be awesome having another extra 6 or 7 cities to have here. And this, like I was talking about earlier, all this is all single player. Unfortunately, this is not going to be multiplayer, which would be absolutely awesome. But I don't think there's any way to really do that and then add that in for people, you know, so. I've never really understood why Truckers MP couldn't work with people and like maybe find a way to get some of these maps implemented into the system, but I don't really know how they run things. So, you know, it is what it is for what it is. And obviously that's not what they do and not what they're going to support. So that's fine as it is. So anyway, I'm excited at any rate, even on the single player. So all those guys liking the 379s and 89s and all that stuff. Oh my God, I can't wait to get up in there. It'd be awesome to see them take it up to the northwest into the Pacific. That would be absolutely awesome. So anyway, fingers crossed here, and hope that they maybe run that way. But anyway, you guys enjoy the video. I hope you leave a like and subscribe if you want to keep up with more of these updates. I'll give you more as much as I can on 135. As soon as Washington gets some more updates and stuff from SES about what they plan to do, I'll try my best to bring all that info to you guys. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you here in the next video, guys. We'll see you. Peace.